Peter Pan!
Traveler, there you
Ayaka!
are.
Wow, look at us. Look at us, we're all here. Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Naro, and welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. So in today's video, we are continuing the Inazuma event, and I believe we have to now wait for Young Master, I think. I'm pretty sure that's who we're waiting for. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get this started, because there's a lot of this event, and not a lot of time, and I have a lot to do. So, with that being said, enjoy the video, drop a like, hit that sub button, and let's get on into it.
The passenger ship from Lua
Alright, cool.
that we're supposed to meet should be arriving soon. Let's go to the docks.
Let's do
You
it.
know that Shincho will be on board, right?
I was
So
correct.
we should be careful not to say anything about the stolen novels.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I'm glad you actually told me that, Paimon. Alright, is it just Young Master, or is it more? Because last time we got 3 people.
Hi there. You must be visiting from Lua to participate
More random
in
people.
the Irodori festival. We'll be your guides and we'll take you onto the island.
I mean, it's not a bad thing that there's random people joining. Please, everyone, explore Inazuma. It's incredible, but stop teasing me when we just start this damn thing.
Huh? Is it Paimon or have we met somewhere before?
I mean, probably Paimon. You know how many NPCs have that fucking face?
Yes, in fact we have. I'm Shu from Feiyun Commerce Guild.
Ah, yeah.
Aboard this ship we have calligraphers, painters, and even players of Theater Mechanicus.
Yeah, of course. I remember you. Yeah, you're that guy from that place.
The inventor of Theater Mechanicus previously came to the Feiyun Commerce Guild seeking investment. Although the guild manager was not interested, Master still wanted to support them.
Alright, cool.
We heard that they'd be demonstrating the game and letting people try Theater Mechanicus at the Irodori festival.
Oh.
So the guild manager instructed Master and I to take the opportunity to come to Inazuma and investigate the product's potential.
I mean, sounds good, man.
Oh, speaking of which, where's the young master?
Yes, where is Young Master?
Master, he's,
Right there, for some reason.
Whoa,
He's sleeping?
Shincho's just sitting there, sound asleep.
What? Did he just walk off and then sit down and... Alright.
What? Oh. It's the Traveler and Paimon.
Yeah, hey,
I
how's it going,
presume
man?
you are guests in Inazuma as well? It seems fate has destined our paths to cross once again.
Yeah, man. Hey, by the way, your book's doing incredible. Like, so good. Like, you could say that they're being stolen off the shelves, man. It's crazy.
Oh, we aren't actually guests. We're actually guides for the Irodori festival.
You seem a little down, man. What's going on?
Please, no need to worry. I was a little too caught up in a novel on the voyage here.
Ah,
When I finally realized what time it was, the first rays of dawn were already peeking over the horizon.
speaking of novels, your novel, like I said, is doing spectacular. Like so good. I don't even know if we have any more copies left because they're all being bought. They're being bought.
Yes, now that we've arrived, the Kanjo Commission will likely wish to inspect our invitation letter. Let's keep it in hand, shall we?
Wow, look at the difference compared to Peter Pan.
Huh? That's odd.
Oh my god. Don't tell me you're on the same level as Peter Pan, except you actually lost yours.
There was a piece of paper underneath my bag.
Oh.
Strange. I don't recall seeing it there before.
Oh, that? Oh, don't worry about that. It has nothing to do with anything about, like, stolen books.
Ooh, let Paimon have a look.
Yep, I'm assuming this is another one of those letters that helps with the mystery, I think.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. It's from the same series as the story we found before.
Yep.
Even the handwriting looks exactly the same.
Alright, careful what you say, Paimon.
The story you found before?
What you gonna say now, huh?
Oh, yeah, in the warehouse down by the...
Nice, nice.
The poem hunt competition.
Haha, poem hunt competition. Yeah, look at our traveler. Look at Lumine.
Yeah, that's it. A friend of ours is on Rito to paint portraits of the 5 Kasen.
That is true.
You know, as part of the Irodori festival.
That's true.
Poetic stories about the 5 Kasen have been hidden in various places nearby.
Yeah, I mean, technically that is true.
If you can find one of the stories and give it to this friend of ours, then there's a chance you'll become the model for the next portrait.
For the next portrait. Honestly, Paimon, that was pretty good. Up high.
Wait a moment. So you mean that...
No, he's not onto us. Paimon actually did pretty good.
Hey, it's hard coming up with stuff on the spot like that.
No, I think it was genius.
there's a chance of meeting Kelks in person?
There you go, yes.
Huh? Oh, yeah. You could say that.
Really? That's wonderful! I knew that Kelks would attend the Irodori festival, but convincing my father to let me come to Inazuma was proving to be quite the high hurdle. I had to
Really?
really rack my mind to come up with the excuse of evaluating the investment value of Theater Mechanicus.
That entire explanation really just hurt my brain, but alright.
Just a few days later, word then came that Kelks would be busy painting portraits of the 5 Kasen during the festival.
Would you like to meet him? I should be able to introduce you.
It is a most rare opportunity for both Kelks and I to be in Inazuma together, but it seemed he would be too busy with the portraits to meet with me.
No.
So, I felt quite disappointed for some time now.
No, you're good. He apparently likes to just do his work last minute, so he has plenty of free time.
Don't worry, Shincho. Even though Calx has work to do, he still has time to see friends. We can take you to see him right now.
Wow, right off the rip. Alright.
Also, we heard that Calx did illustrations for your A Legend of Sword novel.
Yeah, that's completely doing good. Not being stolen. Just completely doing good.
Ah, so you've already heard.
Yes.
To be honest, my works have drawn little interest in Liyue. However, the novels are selling quite well in Inazuma with the help of Kelks' beautiful illustrations.
Oh, that's interesting. That's pretty cool, though.
Kelks is not only a skilled artist, but he also carries out his craft with great alacrity.
He also
I heard
pollutes.
that it took him merely a few hours to finish the illustrations for the latest
Wait.
chapter.
Yeah, he likes to work last minute. I didn't mean pollute. I mean, it can lead to pollution, but he litters. He litters quite a lot.
But when I looked at the art, the brushwork did not even look the slightest bit rushed.
Oh, he did.
His work is truly exquisite.
He definitely rushed, but that's his forte, apparently.
Oh my, I was beginning to get carried away there. Let us depart. Quickly now.
Alright, let's let you nerd out.
Luckily, the idea of meeting Albedo managed to draw Shincho's attention and keep the situation under wraps. Let's just hope we don't let anything slip while meeting Albedo.
Is that foreshadowing something? What the blue flowers left behind. See, that's a much quicker, smoother title than the last one. Alright, meet Albedo at the 5 Kasen Plaza. Alright. Albedo, you have a special visitor.
Traveler, Paimon, how are you? And who is this accompanying you?
Well, just your tag team partner. There was such a better way to say that.
You must be Kelks. It's a great pleasure to finally meet you. I am the author of A Legend of Sword, forgive me. It's rude of me to introduce myself by
Oh,
my
he's
pen
gonna
name when
actually
meeting
say
in
his real
person.
name. Okay.
Please, call me Xingqiu.
And you may call me Albedo then.
Oh, look at that. They're best friends already.
No, that would be most improper.
That makes no sense. Come on, young master.
Why not? Seeing as we're both friends of the Traveler,
Yeah,
it'd be more convenient for us to use our real names.
exactly.
Besides, we've already corresponded with each other many times before. In fact, I feel a bit self-conscious seeing you act so politely.
It's not just you, Albedo. We haven't seen Shincho act this awkward before either.
Dude, he's geeking out. It's like, come on, you gotta let him do this. It's a real eye-opener, that's for sure. I learned some, yeah, it's an eye-opener, sure.
You guys, it's certainly not good taste for you two to be teasing me like that.
Nah, man, that's just what friends do.
Oh, by the way, we happened to find a story from the poem hunt competition at the docks. I heard that you are collecting them.
Alright, Albedo, it's your time to shine. I hope the message came through.
poem hunt?
You failed. You failed immediately.
You know, that thing where we have to find pieces of paper with stories of the 5 Kassen? Venti found one, and then he was allowed to be a model for one of your portraits.
Huh? Oh, yes, that's right.
There you go. You show Albedo the piece of paper found by young master.
I understand the story now. Thank you. It's very helpful.
No problem.
Splendid. Though, I'm still piecing together the story myself. Would you kindly explain it to me in more detail?
Yes, Albedo, do that, because I can't.
If all of you are free, why don't we discuss this over a meal?
Sounds good. I assume Paimon's in.
Well, about that.
Do you have other plans, Shinjo?
Yeah, she's like, what the fuck, man? This is free food. You better let me eat.
No, not at all. Speaking of dining, Shimura's unagi chasuke is quite delicious.
Is it?
Would you like to go there?
I guess.
Shimura's. Unfortunately, today is a bit windy.
Was that an outdoor
How
restaurant?
about Uyu Restaurant instead?
Sure.
That's perfectly fine with me. But I must first unpack my luggage. Let's meet later at Uyu Restaurant.
All right, young master, to take care.
Something didn't quite add up just now.
Okay, Albedo, look, man. You know what? You're the master detective. Just lay it on me.
Huh? No way! Paimon thinks we acted well together. Did we say something we weren't supposed to?
No, Paimon, I'm not referring to us. Traveler, what are your thoughts?
Young master's a little sus? Little sussy baka? How? I didn't even notice it.
Huh? Shinjo's suspicious. Hey, what are you two talking about?
I don't know. Paimon, I'm with you.
Paimon, you read the poem, right?
Oh, I
Although it
didn't.
may seem confusing to Xingqiu on its own, what if we read it together with a previous poem we found?
Dude, my brain. Well, maybe, you know what? I don't think it's my brain. I think it's the fact that I just didn't read the poem, so I'll blame that, not my brain.
Read them together? Let's see.
Paimon, can you please read for me?
Suiko lost
Nice.
Aoi no Okina's poem in a drunken stupor.
Hmm?
So, Aoi no Okina recovered the poem and gave it to some mysterious person.
Well, thank you, Paimon, for reading that. But I still have no fucking clue what that means.
Huh? Wait a minute. Could today's story be hinting that the one who stole the latest copies of A Legend of Sword is Shinjo himself?
There's no fucking way.
No way! That can't be right! Shinjo only arrived in Inazuma this morning!
Well, I mean, I don't know, because we saw him just sleeping on a box. So who knows how he showed up.
And that is precisely the point of suspicion. If Xingqiu had only just arrived in Inazuma, how could he recommend Shimura's chasuke?
Yeah, I don't know.
Moreover, he didn't raise any questions when I suggested another place because of the windy weather.
What does that have to do?
This means he knows that Shimura's is an open-air restaurant.
Oh. Albedo. You genius. You Sherlock Holmes genius.
Are you saying that Shinjo has already been in Inazuma for some time? And that he's only pretending he just arrived?
I guess it can make sense. Maybe he's a little embarrassed about... I don't know why he would steal it, actually.
Yes, that is indeed my conclusion.
Okay.
But how could Shinjo be the book thief? His mission is to fight for justice, isn't it? There's no way he'd do something against his own ideals.
Well, Paimon, maybe he's embarrassed about the book, even though apparently it did good here. I don't know.
Calm down, Paimon. Even though this is the first time I've met Xingqiu in person, we've communicated via letters for some time now. I do have some understanding of his character.
Interesting. All right.
I think there must be some deeper motive at play here. The story also tells us that Aoi no Okina flees with a poem because of a threat.
Oh, is someone threatening him? Who might that be?
Oh? Could Shinjo be in danger?
I mean, he can handle himself.
It's difficult to say at this point. But given that Uyu restaurant is indoors, it'll be easy for us to detect anyone following or eavesdropping on us. I think it should be safe for us to talk there.
God, Albedo. Where was this fucking big brain detective shit during your quest, man? Holy fuck.
I'll be relying on your assistance to get to the bottom of this matter.
I mean, what assistance can I do? You're fucking doing everything for us, but you got it.
Good. Then let's head to Uyu restaurant.
Let's do that. Alright, to Uyu restaurant, which is... Oh.
Welcome home, almighty Shogun.
What the f... Ito, since when are you the fucking Shogun, man? When were you gonna tell us, huh? Alright. So this is Uyu. I did not know that.
I don't see anyone suspicious around. It seems clear for the moment. Let's go inside and wait for Xingqiu.
Alright.
Oh, this whole thing's starting to make Paimon a little nervous. What do we do? And what do we talk about when Xingqiu gets here?
The exact problem. We just lay it all out there.
First, we must ascertain whether Xingqiu was already in Inazuma or not. If we can find evidence of him deceiving us, then we can use it as leverage to persuade him to tell us the truth.
Smart. Let's go with your plan.
Since we're still waiting for him, why don't you go and chat with other guests in the restaurant and see if you can learn anything useful?
I mean... I don't feel like socializing, but I guess... Since you're doing all the work, I kind of need to do something. Paimon, you go talk to him. Alright, let's go in. Does anyone know of a thief in these parts? Oh, it's you again. I'm sorry for last time. I was talking a lot of shit, and I didn't know you worked here. I'd like to formally apologize for that. Alright.
If you want to order.
Yota? Yota?
The last phase of the Irodori Festival is when they release the all-new publications. The one I'm really looking forward to is A Legend of Sword.
Oh, are you now? Would you happen to want it so badly you'd steal for it?
That's right. A signed first edition is going to become quite the collectible. I've got to get my hands on a copy.
I've seen Genyu's signature before. His handwriting is super neat. He must be really diligent about his style.
So does it have to do something with the signatures, maybe?
He'll be there in person on the day of the release, so we'll get a
Alright.
good look at him then. I hear that he's actually pretty young.
Oh, he is. He actually has Young Master in his... I don't know what the fuck joke that was gonna be.
Wait a minute. Did you just hear that? Not only will Xingqiu be signing novels at the release, but his handwriting is super neat?
Yeah, he seems like he would have super neat handwriting, Paimon. What is suspicious about that?
To Uyu Restaurant.
Albedo, I need you to figure that one out for me.
Albedo, what should we talk about when Xingqiu gets here? Any ideas?
I will try to break the ice by talking about our work on novels and illustrations.
Smart.
If he really is hiding something, then he might feel even more nervous than we do. If we start by talking about our work creating novels, perhaps he will lower his guard.
Smart. Break down the enemy through psychological means. Got it.
Oh, come to think of it, Xingqiu mentioned that he'd like to thank you for finishing the illustrations on time. He said they looked amazing despite the time you had.
Is that so?
Yeah, wait.
That is also a very valuable clue.
It is, because he knows he doesn't... Wait, actually, they could have messaged each other. So he could have known because of the messages that he takes. He does everything last minute, so maybe not. Alright, and how about you, sir?
Hello there. What can I get for you?
I don't know. I think it's all on Yai's tab, actually. She has a lot to pay me back for.
Hi, do you have any special recommendations today?
Why, of course. I personally recommend our freshly caught seafood.
Just
It's
all of
been
it?
pouring these past few days, so the fishing boats haven't been able to sail at all. But the weather finally cleared up today, so we have some fresh catch.
Do you have any specific, like, fish in mind, or just any?
So the weather at sea has been bad these past few days?
It sure has. A few guests from Liyue were just telling me that their boat was heaving and rolling all the way here. They couldn't do anything but sleep the entire trip.
Well, that wouldn't make sense then, because the young master was sleeping when we got here. Is that what Paimon's gonna say?
Oh, This might be some useful information.
Alright, well, we've done it all. And we all awkwardly sit down.
That was delicious.
We ate already?
Inazuman cuisine largely consists of fresh seafood, which is certainly to my liking.
Cool, I like seafood too.
That's good. We were worried you might not have an appetite because you didn't sleep well.
Ooh, here's the first one. Here's the first little gut punch.
Now's our chance.
Yeah.
Let's talk to Xingqiu and see if he says anything useful. Maybe we could start by asking him about the journey.
Yes, ask him about the weather, perhaps. Talk about his thoughts, talk about the book, talk about the scenery. Yes, yeah, the scenery.
To be honest, there wasn't much to see. Just water all around, morning to night. The sheer monotony of the trip caused everyone to grow a little impatient.
Oh, no storms, perhaps? No rainy, I should have just stuck with storms.
So, when the peak of Mount Yogo finally appeared in the distance as we approached the islands of Inazuma, everyone crowded the deck to have a look.
Wow, everyone was really crowding the deck as it was pouring raining? Does it seem right?
However, the ship sailed along at a crawling pace.
Oh.
It took a whole day from the time we saw the mountain peak to the time we docked.
I don't know if that actually helps or not.
Paimon didn't catch anything suspicious so far.
There was no suspicion? Did he just say it was raining and storming? What the fuck?
Oh, right! If it took an entire day to reach the
Yeah,
docks,
yeah.
then it would have been pouring rain at the time they saw the top of the mountain.
Yeah, no shit.
We learned a couple of things from his account, but we still require more evidence. Let's discuss creating novels with Xingqiu.
Your own novel.
While it is entertaining to read novels, writing one is an endeavor of its own.
Why? Go into detail, please. Like, very specific details.
You must give great thought to every detail, from the layout
Just
of the
like
plot to the rhythm of the lines.
Makes sense.
And even when you have come up with interesting content, there's still no guarantee that it will be to your liking.
Oh, did you not like it at the end of the day, so you stole it?
I couldn't agree more. Whether it's writing a book, creating art, or studying alchemy, seldom can you really feel joy after seriously delving into the work.
I mean, that's very true.
Xingqiu and Albedo are getting into some deep topics now.
It ain't that deep.
But nothing suspicious has come up.
Talk about Albedo's illustrations.
Speaking of illustrations, Albedo, I've long wished to express my sincerest gratitude for providing the illustrations in my novel.
Well, that's nice.
My novel didn't sell well in Liyue, so I must admit that I had some reservations regarding its potential. Yet you've consistently managed to select the most important scene of the chapter for your illustrations. This made me feel as though what I was trying to express could be understood after all.
Well, that is very sweet.
Thank you. However, I took some risks in the illustrations, so I'm feeling slightly uneasy myself.
Risks? Give me 1 second. I messed with my fucking audio and my mic.
Light
My
novel
headset,
illustrations are typically centered around the characters, but this time I adopted a different approach in the illustration for the last chapter.
Did you now?
Well, that scene was intended to depict the change in the world, so I thought it very fitting to draw only scenery.
Doesn't sound like anything suspicious has come up so far.
Well, for us, maybe that was something for Albedo.
No, there was a crack in his alibi.
Boom.
My illustrations were sent for printing the moment they arrived in Inazuma.
Oh, boom.
So, logically speaking, there's no way he could possibly know what the illustrations look like.
Oh, boom. You cracked the case wide open, baby.
Xingqiu, we have something very important to ask you now.
Oh? Why the solemn looks all of a sudden?
Young master, what is with the facade?
Huh? I'm afraid I don't follow.
Mr. Okazaki told us earlier that actually the weather at sea was very bad these last few days. So when you said that everyone came running to the deck to see Mount Yogo, that couldn't have happened!
Point number 1.
On top of that, the latest installment of A Legend of Sword will only be revealed at the Irodori festival. Even we, the creators, haven't received a sample copy. If that's the case, how could you know what my illustrations look like?
And that's point number 2. I honestly thought we were gonna have like 3 or 4 points, but it was only 2, I guess.
Well...
The jig's up, Xingqiu.
The
You
jig
were
is
already in
up.
Inazuma before today, weren't you? Are you in some kind of danger but can't tell us the truth? Don't worry. The Traveler and Albedo are no pushovers. We can help you.
I really feel like he just was not, like, confident enough, so he just stole it because he's embarrassed.
No, no, please. You misunderstand me. I suppose my lack of sleep is inevitably taking its toll on my mind. I didn't notice for a moment that you were testing me at all. I did in fact come to Inazuma early to handle some things. Let me consider how to explain this. Oh, this is most embarrassing.
Don't worry, there's no judgment here.
Oh, well, if this isn't
Peter
a coincidence,
Pan!
I didn't expect to see everyone here.
I didn't expect to see you here.
Huh? Tone Deaf Bard, what are you doing here?
Well, Paimon doesn't want to see you, but I'm sure glad to see you.
I heard that the owner of this establishment has some fine-aged wines. I didn't want to miss the opportunity to taste them.
That makes sense.
Paimon knew you couldn't possibly be up to anything good.
Says who? In fact, I come as the bearer of good tidings.
Well, lay it on me. What you got?
I just bumped into Kujo Sara a moment ago.
Nice.
She said that the Tenryou Commission has apprehended the criminal who stole all those copies of A Legend of Sword.
Oh!
You needn't worry about it any longer.
Peter Pan. No.
Huh? The criminal who stole A Legend of Sword?
Did I say something I shouldn't have?
Oh, Peter Pan. Oh, fuck.
Oh no. The person they apprehended. Was it by chance an editor named Onodera?
Apologies, Kujo Sara didn't mention a name. But I saw her taking someone toward Hanamizaka.
Well, we need to head there now.
Everyone, it's too late to explain. We must make haste and rescue Onodera.
Let's do it, I guess. To go save Onodera. Kujo, look, it's not what it looks like, I promise.
Please, wait. Onodera is innocent.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Oh, so you must be the author of A Legend of Sword. I didn't expect to see others tagging along with you.
Well, that's just how it be, I guess.
Anyway, you mustn't take him away. I can explain everything.
Wow, look at all of us. Look at this crossover. I love it.
No need to worry, Genyu. I've just explained everything to Madame Kujo, and Kuroda has testified for me.
Nice.
Yes. In fact, we were just getting ready to leave.
Oh, well, this is awkward.
Oh, phew. What a relief. Wait a minute. Does everyone else here already know?
Know about what?
Well, to be precise, we had dispatched 2 additional squads here, in order to prevent the suspect from escaping.
Okay.
Xingqiu looks pretty flustered. What exactly is going on here?
I knew it. I bet it has something to do with his signature.
Though it's most embarrassing. It appears quite a few people are aware of the situation now. There's no use keeping it a secret.
Lay it on me.
In the end, I'm the one responsible for this whole predicament.
Dun, dun, dun.
No, Genyu. It's only appropriate that I take responsibility for this. Everyone, please let me explain.
Go for it, because I'm still kind of lost.
For the Irodori Festival, I recommended the idea of selling newly released novels signed by the authors.
Okay.
Not only was this the first major project I was in charge of since joining the Yai publishing house, but Lady Yai also gave me a lot of support.
Alright.
However, I did not discuss our plans with the authors in advance. As a result, it caused a great deal of trouble for Genyu.
What do you mean?
Yes, to be frank, calligraphy is not my strong point.
Oh.
So signing events are really not my forte.
Are all those the books of this? Are all those signed books? And he's embarrassed because of his signature?
Even though such an event will be difficult for Genyu, after telling him how important the plans were to me, he immediately boarded a ship to Inazuma to come up with a solution. So these past few days, Genyu has been actively practicing his handwriting. However, it takes time to sign each book, and we realized the time we reserved for the signing was not nearly enough.
That's funny.
So I came up with the idea of moving the new books from the warehouse to my place.
Oh.
That way, Genyu could use these few days to sign them all.
Oh, that's all it is? Oh.
I thought everything would work out without a hitch. I never expected that someone would immediately realize that the books were missing from the warehouse.
Yep.
To make things worse, I was on vacation and staying with Genyu in my house these past few days. I had no idea that the situation had turned into such a huge mess.
I mean, it's not the hugest of messes, but still caused a little problem.
All of this happened because I wanted to prove myself through this event.
Nah, man, I believe in you. I still have hope.
Onodera, I agreed to your proposal because I didn't want the readers to know of my unsightly handwriting. Also, I knew that Onodera had been misled by one of my prior signatures.
Definitely would not have expected you to have bad handwriting, man.
At a previous event, the Yae Publishing House had requested autographs of authors so that they could be put on display. I practiced tirelessly for an entire day to finally deliver
And
a
that's why you're
stylish and elegant
tired.
signature for the event.
Oh, that's funny.
But looking back on it now, I had dug myself into a hole by delivering that nice signature for the sake of my pride.
Hey, come on, you two. Loosen up a little. The theft was nothing more than a simple misunderstanding. Besides, everyone has something they do not wish others to see.
The very true.
Yeah, that's right. All that matters is that Shincho and his books are okay.
Yeah.
Onodera, I think you should explain the truth regarding the stolen books to the rest of the people on Rito.
Yeah, that's the right thing to do.
Yes, I understand. I'll apologize to everyone.
We should probably be heading back to Rito as well. Let's tag along.
Let's do it. Alright, back to Rito. Alright, guys, we figured it out. AKA...
Onodera, what are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be on leave these few days?
AKA Albedo figured it out. Onodera explains the entire
I'm
situation.
very sorry for all the trouble that I've caused.
Yes, Onodera, but why didn't you tell everyone earlier? If you had told us, we could have thought of some ways to help you.
That's right. We're a team, and we should be helping each other in tough situations like this.
Guys, you're so nice. It's gonna make me cry.
Let's leave the past behind us now. Our first priority is to help Genyu with his signatures. How is your progress so far?
So far, it's still chicken scratch, but we're working on it.
My progress is not what I had hoped for. Even after working through the night these past few days, I've only finished perhaps 1/10 of the signatures.
Meaning he went from chicken scratch to potato handwriting.
Oh, no wonder Shincho looked so sleepy today.
Yeah, Paimon, I figured it out before you, haha.
I understand. Murata, go back to Yae Publishing House and get Aratani to book a room on the second floor of the Uyu restaurant. We'll be using it for Genyu's emergency calligraphy lessons.
I do not... Like, young master, I wish you the best, but I don't want to partake.
Yes, Mr. Hirayama. It just so happens that my brother is a calligrapher.
What?
Should I ask him to lend his assistance as well?
Yeah, I don't know why that's a fucking question.
Yes, good idea. Ah, you've just reminded me. 2 calligraphers from Liyue arrived today. We've worked with them before, so I'll go and ask them to help out too.
Good job, guys. You got a squad of calligraphers.
It seems I'm really in for it now.
Good luck.
No need to worry, Genyu. I'm sure you can do it. Didn't you finish the last chapter of your novel in just 1 week's time?
Damn.
Yes, but writing novels and learning calligraphy are 2 entirely different skills.
He's right about that.
Even though Shincho still has to deal with his handwriting issue, Paimon somehow feels a little relieved now.
I mean, I was never, like, stressed, but... Alright.
I always used to prefer working alone in my workshop, but I've come to realize that solving problems with others also has its merits.
Yeah.
We also owe a special ode of gratitude to the mysterious person who has been leaving important info for us along the way.
I know, we still don't know who that is.
Huh? You mean whoever left behind those stories about the 5 Kasen?
Pardon me, but what are you talking about?
Oh, right. We haven't had a chance to explain things to Shincho yet.
Do the thing where it's nice, you explained it all. Makes
I
it so
see.
much easier.
It appears that Onodera and I were spotted when we were moving the books. Albedo, may I ask you one thing? Are you able to include me in a portrait as well? Not only do I owe the successful resolution of today's incident to that story, but I also hope that I'll remember this lesson.
No problem. Considering the similarities between the portrait and the events that have taken place, Your proposal is very reasonable.
Nice.
That figure was none other than Aoi no Okina himself. This turn of events had begun with an unnamed individual, under whose coercion, Aoi no Okina was forced to take drastic measures to retrieve a page of poetry. He knew nothing of this individual's true intentions.
I'm curious who it's gonna be.
All he knew was that the poem had to do with an old acquaintance, Akahito.
I really wonder who it's gonna be. I actually can't make a guess. I really do like the art.
It really is something. He finished the portrait of Aoi no Okina in no time at all. Wonder how Shincho's calligraphy training is going at Uyu Restaurant. Hey, do you think whoever left those stories for us could be hiding somewhere nearby?
Oh, are we gonna find him right now? Or her? Him or her?
Oh, hello? Mr. Storywriter? Are you here?
Paimon.
Could you please help Shincho with something?
Paimon, you don't just say that, because then there's no fucking way they're gonna come out.
He's a friend of ours, and the release of his new book is super important to him.
He actually came out? And I shouldn't be assuming. So, this person came out? Oh.
It was just a cat. Looks like we can't make them reveal themselves that easily.
Yeah, Paimon, that was the wrong move.
It's getting late now. Well, let's go back and get some rest.
Who is it?
We still have to go to the docks and wait for another ship tomorrow morning.
Are they gonna actually show it who it... Well, I don't think we know characters with those pants. Because if I saw a character with those pants, I would probably make fun of them. I'm kidding, that's horrible, but still, that's definitely not it. Alright, what the blue flowers left behind. That's the second part. God, there's so many. Alright, so this is gonna kind of be like a two-parter, so I'm gonna combine the next part of this event. So on to you, future me. Thanks, past me, and I probably should have worn a different shirt to signify that it's a different day, but screw it. Alright, so once again, oh, I already see who it is.
It looks like Kazuha.
Feels good to not be teased with random people. I at least get just someone. Kazuha. What's in the water, man? That was very pointless. Can I still talk to you from here? Are you reaching out for me? Can you fucking help me? Oh, okay. Thanks, man. Thanks, man, for helping me out. Appreciate it. Wow, that was very,
Greetings, traveler
very
in Paimon.
slow.
I heard there would be guides for the Irodori festival, but I didn't expect it would be you two.
Yeah, I didn't expect that either.
We didn't expect to see you either. Returning as a guest for the Irodori festival, no doubt.
I don't know if he's a guest. Isn't he from Inazuma?
I was a little surprised myself when I received the invitation. But after wandering the outside world for so long, it's good to have an opportunity to return to my homeland and pay respects to my old friends.
I can get that. Hey, by the way, possibly one of your old friends is talking quite a lot of shit about your passion, aka Yai, aka poetry.
Kazuha, when we saw you in the distance just now, you seemed to be looking for something. What happened?
What happened? Oh, did he drop the paper in the water?
Ah, yes. You see, when I came off the boat with everyone just now, I suddenly heard light footsteps around me.
So you looked in the water? I mean, I guess they could have escaped into the water, but alright.
I could tell they were not footsteps of a regular passenger. But by the time I turned around, the person had already disappeared. I only heard a splash come from below the pier.
Alright, well that's justified, but how do you justify good footsteps versus the enemy's footsteps? I'm very confused.
Even though I didn't manage to catch a glimpse of them, I found this strange piece of paper by my
Whoa,
feet.
no way!
Does the paper happen to have a poem written on it?
Huh. How did you know?
Because we're psychics. You tell Kazuha everything.
Fascinating. It's almost hard to believe such things could happen.
Sure. Kazuha, can you show us the piece of paper, man?
Sure. Here it is. Please, have a look.
I will literally have a look, because I won't fucking read it.
Last time, Aoi no Okina's poem ended with a reference to Akihito. And sure enough, this is a story about him.
Whoa, it's like, it's all meant to be one continuous pattern.
Story this time basically says that Akihito got his name from his love of red seals. However, the Shogun discovered that he had committed plagiarism.
Yikes.
And he was soon exiled.
Damn, exiled. Wow, that's... Wow.
Well, if Paimon were to rate today's story, it sounds pretty unfortunate.
Oh, it's pretty fucking unfortunate indeed. Well, the other stories weren't much better either. Wow, that's... Oh, I mean, that's kind of fucked.
I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with this story. I, too, was once wanted as a criminal by the shogunate.
That's true.
So I'm not all that different from Akihito mentioned in this story.
But according to the story, Akihito was exiled by the Shogun because of his wrongdoings. You did nothing wrong, Kazuha. Huh? Traveler, what are you thinking about?
I don't know. The seal, yeah, why was it red?
Ah, by the way, you mentioned that your friend has been struggling because he's unable to sign his name quickly, right?
Are you a master quick signer?
In Liyue and Inazuma, there is a saying, that which has been stamped has also been signed. Perhaps using a seal could be a feasible solution.
Okay, hold on. Are we talking about the red seal? Wait, hold on. Oh my god. Have I been thinking like red... I literally thought it was like a red seal, like the animal. Do you mean like the wax seal you put on an envelope? We're just gonna fucking move on. But yes, that's a smart idea.
While sailing at sea, I sometimes carve things to pass the time. If you wish to create a stamp for his seal, I might be able to help.
Sure.
Wow, that's an idea. Quick, let's go tell Albedo.
Hey, wow, you really just let his name slip just like that? You mean... Holy shit. Clucks? No, clicks? Clacks? I'm in the right direction. A painting in pale scarlet. A new painting in pale scarlet. I'm glad I caught that. Look for Albedo at the 5 Kasen Plaza. Albedo, I forgot your pen name, man.
Albedo, we figured out a way to help Shincho.
Crix. No. You tell Albedo everything.
Interesting. A story of the 5 Kasen appears again, and with a timely solution.
It sure does.
A stamped seal, huh? Let me think.
It's actually pretty smart.
Indeed, it is an efficient solution.
It is.
If we use a stamp, then Xingqiu won't have to struggle with his handwriting anymore.
However, he wasted so much fucking time doing that for no reason. Is there another problem?
Since Xingqiu's signature has been previously revealed to the readers, it would seem insincere if he only used a stamped seal for his new books.
Well, how about he trace the fucking what do you call it, the signature that he used, and use that as the seal?
But I have another idea. Using a seal is a part of it, of course. Let's go to Uyu restaurant now to discuss my idea with everyone.
Ooh, did I beat Albedo to the punch? Let's see. Alright.
Can't catch me.
To Uyu restaurant. Where the hell am I looking? Oh, upstairs? Oh. Well, thank you for telling me. Hey, guys.
Yes, that's it, Genyu. Your writing has greatly improved today, which means yesterday's intensive training was effective.
Wow, this is intense.
My apologies, but I simply can't do it anymore. My hands are so sore that I can't even move them anymore.
Ah.
I should have known better than to read novels during calligraphy class.
Yeah, I feel your pain, except it's not writing, it's gaming. It's gaming for 10 hours straight to where your joints in your hands just hurt every time you move them. Anyways.
You just had a 10-minute break. Come on, you can do this.
Wow, this is... okay.
When it comes to pushing a deadline, there's no one more brutal than Mr. Hirayama.
Oh, that makes sense.
No wonder Lady Yai would always send the editorial director to handle troublesome authors.
Whoa, this is getting scary. It hasn't even been that long and Shincho's already zombified.
Well, let's see if I had the solution before Albedo did.
Mr. Hirayama, we found a solution that might just solve our dilemma.
Come on, I want this.
In both Liyue and Inazuma, seals are widely used as the equivalents of a signature.
Yeah.
If we use a stamp to leave the author's seal on the books, then we could make the signature process a lot easier.
Alright, alright.
Of course, a seal on its own is not enough. So, I propose that each signature consists of 2 parts.
What?
First, we'll use a personalized seal. We can simply carve one using Chenyu's signature as the design.
I did it! I did it! I outsmarted Albedo. This is the only time it will ever happen, so I'm letting it all just sink in right now.
In addition, I'll also design a simple but elegant pattern that's easy for Chenyu to write. That way, he will only need to draw a simple pattern on each book.
Smart.
Let me think. All right, I think that would work. Not only does it still involve the author's own handwriting, but the result should be very beautiful as well.
Yeah.
So, what you mean to say is, I've been saved from this predicament?
Kind of, for the most part.
Mr. Hirayama, it suddenly occurred to me that the reason we gave up on live book signings previously was because it would take too long for the author to sign each book.
That makes sense.
But if we adopted Calx's proposed method, we might
Calx!
have enough time to do signatures at the live event.
I had clicks, clucks, clacks, crux, calx. Fuck me.
And if all the authors signed their books in the same fashion, then Genyu's signature wouldn't look out of place.
That's true.
If you think it's feasible, I would certainly be happy to design signatures for the other authors as well.
Wow, Albedo going above and beyond, man. We are... You know what? We're exactly alike. I would do the same.
Yes, and you may leave carving the stamps to me.
Nice, man.
In
and
that
I'll
case,
just
I shall contact the other
sit
2
here.
authors participating in the new release event.
Alright. Shortly after, the 2 other authors arrive.
It is a great honor to use a signature designed by Calx.
My pen name is quite complicated and isn't suitable for signing events.
Okay.
However, if we implement this new format, then it'll be a dream come true for me as well.
Hold the fuck up. Okay, is your pen name the name I'm reading right now? Or is that just your actual name? Because if it's just your actual name, I mean, I feel like that's just as complicating.
Great! Looks like everyone's on board with the idea.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to have kept you busy for so long, Genyu. Please, take the next few days to have a good rest. We'll handle everything from here.
Yes, all your hard work was for fucking nothing.
The books that Genyu already signed can be used as special prizes in future events held by the I Publishing House.
Well, scratch what I just said.
We did it. The event is saved.
Woohoo!
Thanks to everyone's efforts, Onodera and I are finally free of that mess.
Yeah.
That's right! You're finally free, Xingqiu! Maybe you should step outside for some fresh air.
Do we just walk out? Okay, well, leave the restaurant. Are we gonna run into anyone, perhaps? Well, I like that it's
We
nighttime.
still have some time to burn. Where should we go next?
I don't fucking know. Peter Pan!
Traveler,
Ayaka! Wow, look at us. Look at us, we're all here.
Oh, it's Ayaka! And Venti! That's an interesting combo.
Yeah.
I was just going to the festival venue to prepare the Ikebana lesson when I found a strange piece of paper on a flower stand.
2 in 1 part. Wow. Well, technically, since this is a combined part, it's been 3 papers. Wow.
This bar just happened to be close by at the time. He informed me that you've also found similar papers recently. As such, we came together to find you 2.
Cool.
But the paper she found isn't quite the same as the ones we found before.
What do you mean?
Here's the paper. Please, have a look.
Again, I will only have a look and not read. Wow, that is... I guess I might as well read. Is that Sumizone? I would assume. I submerged the verses into clear water and the truth did emerge. So do we just drown this bitch in water?
Huh. All the poems we found before were roughly the same length. But this one is only 2 lines.
Yes, and by the way, to clarify, by bitch, I meant paper. Don't do the other thing. If you thought about it, that's very bad. That's horrifically bad. Alright.
And even though there are only 2 short sentences, neither of them are next to the title or centered on the page.
Yeah, so does that mean we drowned it in water?
The position of the writing seems to indicate that there is other content written on this paper besides these 2 lines.
So do we douse it with H2O?
If we take the poem literally, it reads, "Dip this paper in water and see the truth naturally appear."
So droplets of H2O.
Speaking of which, I have an ancient text at home, specializing in ancient and exotic stories. It mentions a special ink that will show itself when wet and disappear when it's dry.
Didn't it just say water? Just can't we get Ayato to just come over here and fucking make it rain for us?
So, shall we give it a whirl? It just so happens that there's a pond nearby.
Again, we could just fucking ask alright. Well, let's go to the ponds that's over here. Oh, go. Kitty, how you doing? It scared you, Kitty. I didn't scare it for shit. Alright. Hello. You carefully dip paper into water.
Wow, look! It's really working! More words have appeared on the paper!
Words that I will
Paimon,
not...
see what it says.
Yeah, you read it for me, Paimon. Go for it.
Story says that after Sumizomi got the collection of poems from Akihito and put them into a stream of water,
What happened?
the plagiarized words in the poem became blurry. Huh? Why would that happen?
Because I don't fucking know, Albedo.
You see, Paimon, in the past,
Or Ayaka.
when printing was not yet well developed, handwritten text could easily become smudged in books when exposed to moisture.
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
To ensure the text lasted longer, they'd either write using a special ink or coat the paper's surface with a waterproof coating once the writing was finished.
Ah.
Such special inks are time-consuming and laborious to produce, and the waterproof coating could also prove just as difficult.
Interesting, alright.
However, since Akihito's poetry collection was an important gift to be presented to the shogun, surely one of those 2 methods was used to protect it. But as for the plagiarized poems, not only would they lack Akihito's seal, but the words would also react differently when exposed to liquid.
So this poem wasn't written by Akihito? Dun dun dun.
Which means Akihito didn't plagiarize his work. He was set up.
Dun dun dun.
Yes, it appears that this is the truth that Sumizome's story is trying to convey.
Dun dun dun.
Although the story is saddening, I've decided on the subjects to use for Akihito and Sumizome's portraits.
Okay.
Kazuha, Ayaka, would you be willing to be the models for my paintings?
Oh, 2 for the price of 1? Alright.
I would be delighted.
Yes, as would I.
Oh, I would love to see it.
There you go. The next 2 portraits should be ready in no time.
Yeah.
Yes. And now that all 4 stories have all been collected, the story of the 5 Kasen is now fully completed.
But there's only 4. Right? I'm right?
Long ago, Inazuma had 5 legendary poets.
Yes, and I only know 4.
People bestowed upon them the title of the 5 Kasen.
Ah.
One year, the poet Suiko made his way to Tenshukaku and presented the Kasen's work for the shogun's perusal.
I remember this.
But a page from the works of Aoi no Okina had been torn out, and Suiko was questioned regarding the matter. Suiko pleaded guilty. He admitted to drinking at the tavern the night before, and vaguely recalled a mysterious figure approaching while he was intoxicated.
We still don't know who it is.
That figure was none other than Aoi no Okina himself.
We knew
This
who it
turn of
was.
events had begun with an unnamed individual, under whose coercion, Aoi no Okina was forced to take drastic measures to retrieve a page of poetry.
We don't know who that is.
He knew nothing of this individual's true intentions. All he knew was that the poem had to do with an old acquaintance, Akihito.
Akahito had once belonged to the 5 Kasen.
Kazuha, look at those cheeks,
Each poem
man.
he composed, he marked with a scarlet red seal, hence the Aka in his name. Such a distinguished writer was he, and yet one of the poems he had submitted the previous year was found to be plagiarized. Akahito was exiled for his crimes.
That's fucked.
And only 4 of the 5 Kasen remained.
Sumizome went over Akihito's poems and noticed that the plagiarized poem lacked his seal. She immersed his poetry in a stream nearby, and only on the plagiarized poem did the ink run. Aoi no Okina passed by and witnessed Sumizome's doing, which he then recorded in a poem.
Interesting.
Thus transpired the events of Suiko's poetry submission, and this is where the story comes to an end.
Wait, am I stupid, or is A the 5th like model type? Is she the 5th Kasen, or is the 5th Kasen just not no? Maybe I'm just stupid. We'll see. Soon after, Albedo completes 2 portraits. Beautiful, gorgeous, handsome, masculine. Well, that's actually sad because he's being tied up and exiled. That's well. Sad face. What's wrong, Paimon?
Ever since we completed the story of the 5 Kasen, there's still one thing Paimon hasn't been able to figure out.
What, the 5th one? Yeah, me too.
One of the 5 Kasen is called Kuronushi, right?
Oh, is that the 5th one that we don't know about?
It's just that, how could the story of the 5 Kasen finish without him appearing at all?
Perfect. Glad I got that cleared up.
Oh. Have you really not noticed?
Are you guys fucking kidding me? I'm tired of you guys outsmarting me, damn it. What?
Huh? Not noticed what? This is no time to be playing games, Tone Deaf Bard.
What he means is that the story of Kuronushi was already embedded within the 4 poems.
What?
Huh?
Like the...
Really?
Like the secret guy?
That's right. The key lies in the poem that Aoi no Okina wrote after seeing Sumizome rinsing the poetry collection.
What? My brain, it's not ready.
An average person could never understand the scene of a young girl washing Akahito's poetry collection in a stream.
Okay.
Even Aoi no Okina couldn't figure out the meaning behind Sumizome's actions. He was simply reminiscing and thinking about his old acquaintances. However, for the perpetrator who framed Akahito, it was completely obvious. He was worried that if this poem was seen by the Shogun, then the Shogun could discover the truth behind the plagiarism incident. If that happened, then he'd be finished.
Wait, so he just faked the 5th Kasen? Like the 5th Kasen is imaginary?
So, in desperation, he threatened Aoi no Okina to make him tear out this poem.
Which means the one who threatened Aoi no Okina is the same person that framed Akahito.
Okay.
What? Kuronushi?
I guess. I'm very lost right now.
That's right. Though there are only 4 poems, they still managed to tell the complete story of all 5 Kasen.
Again, I'm still very confused.
Since the Shogun mentioned in the poems is certainly not the one of the 5 Kasen, the only character left is the mysterious one with an unknown identity.
As long as that person's not imaginary and it's a real fucking person, I'm good. All right.
Oh, okay. Paimon is finally starting to get it now.
Yeah, so who's that mysterious person that we've been seeing? We only saw him once. Well, it might not even be a he, it might be a her.
However, this also brings something else to mind.
Lay it on me.
The story of the 5 Kasen has more or less reflected everything that's been happening around us lately.
Okay.
Which begs the question, is there a Kuronushi in our world as well?
Yes, we saw that person's pants, which are, again, very bad taste.
A Kuronushi? In our world?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I wonder if our dear Kazuha has come up with anything.
Yeah, he's been spacing out.
Oh, right! Kazuha! He's been pretty quiet this whole time. Let's ask him!
Kazuha, you have to have something smart to say. You're kidding. You are fucking kidding. You're gonna make me just walk over here Okay. Alright.
Hey, Kazuha. Are you okay? You've been standing in front of this blank canvas for a while, and you don't look so good.
Okay.
Apologies for making a wild assumption, but has the story of the Five Kasen reminded you of anything?
Your old friend, perhaps?
Yes.
Master, I think?
A few things did come to mind, actually.
Oh.
However, they were nothing more than some past incidents regarding my family. I don't mind sharing the stories, but I'd prefer not to bring you any more trouble.
It's all good, man. We've had loads of trouble, so a little more won't hurt.
Hey, we're all friends here, Kazuha. You can always tell us whatever's on your mind.
Kaidehara, please forgive my assumption, but perhaps you were thinking of the Raiden Gokuden?
The Raiden Gokuden? What's that?
Yeah, elaborate.
It appears that Miss Kamisato and I were thinking of the same thing, but it also has much to do with the Yashiro Commission. It would be improper to speak of it here without the consent of Miss Kamisato.
Ooh.
It's fine. Those of us here are all trustworthy, so there isn't any harm in it.
Wow, we're about to go deep into secretive territory, I guess is a good way to put it.
However, this matter is somewhat complicated and may be difficult to explain. Let me start with the Raiden Gokuden.
Go for it.
As you all know, the Yashiro Commission's primary purpose is managing ceremonial and cultural affairs.
Uh-huh.
And Inazuma's art of forging swords is a very important part of our culture.
Ah, yeah, I'm agreeing, even though I had no fucking clue.
The Raiden Gokuden were once the top 5 schools of the forging art in Inazuma. Although these families were swordsmiths by craft, they also held many important positions in the Yashiro Commission.
Okay.
Unfortunately, of the 5, only the Amenoma art still maintains its artisan lineage. The descendants of the Ishin art are also still alive, but the craft has been lost to time.
Interesting.
The descendants of the Ishin art are none other than the Kaidehara family.
Oh. Interesting.
Whoa! We knew Kazuha came from a noble family, but we had no idea about his connection to the Yashiro Commission and sword making.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yes, but that's all part of the past now. The Ishin art was lost with my great-grandfather's generation.
Well, that sucks.
My grandfather was dissatisfied with my great-grandfather's lack of effort. When he was young, my grandfather traveled all over Teyvat to find a way to revive the family business. But it was to no avail. And in my generation, our last remaining family property was lost as well.
Damn.
I heard my elder brother mention that the decline of the Raiden Gokuden happened very rapidly. In the span of a few decades, 3 of the families suffered various misfortunes and disappeared completely.
Wow.
Later, there was speculation that all of these misfortunes stemmed from some background machinations, meaning that someone wanted to wipe out the Raiden Gokuden.
Well, shit.
However, since not every family of the Raiden Gokuden came to ruin, such explanations were treated as nothing more than a conspiracy theory.
Okay.
Indeed. I've also believed such ideas were just theories and rumors. However, I know that a major incident happened to my great-grandfather when he was young. Not only did it affect the Kaedehara clan, but it nearly jeopardized the Kamisato clan's position in the Yashiro Commission as well. After reading the story of the 5 Kasen, I can't help but feel like it's pointing me toward the truth behind that incident.
Well, let's dig deeper into this mystery then, I guess.
What exactly happened to your great-grandfather, Kazuha?
I still can't say. I need to speak with someone to verify the details. Let's meet here again at noon tomorrow.
Sure.
I will tell you everything I know then.
Alright. Cool. And that is a new painting in Pale Scarlet. And that should knock out both of them. Yeah, okay, we have one more part, and then we'll dive into these. Alright, well that is going to go ahead and do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.